Have you ever been curious about Reiki, but also kind of felt like, what even is it? Well, you are definitely not alone. So today, we're going to demystify the entire experience. We're answering the top questions people have before they even think about booking their first session. So let's pull back the curtain and see what this is all about.
Okay, this is the big one, right? The million-dollar question. What really happens in there? I think this is the number one thing that holds most people back. What actually goes on behind that closed door. Don't worry, we're going to break down everything you need to know step by step. So, here's our roadmap for today. First up, we'll cover the basics of your first session. Then, we'll dive into the actual experience for your mind and body. After that, we'll talk about the aftermath, the benefits, and the evidence. And we'll wrap up by helping you figure out if Reiki is right for you. All right, let's jump right into section 1, your first session, the basics. We're going to start with all the practical stuff, the no silly questions. Getting these out of the way first just makes everything feel a little more comfortable, so you know exactly what to expect. Okay, let's just get this one out of the way immediately because it's probably the number one question on everyone's mind. Do I have to take my clothes off? And hey, it's a totally valid question and a real barrier for a lot of people. So let's just clear that up right now. The answer is a big, resounding no. Simple as that. Unlike a massage, you stay fully clothed the entire time. No awkwardness there. So, just to be super clear, you stay fully clothed from start to finish. The best advice is just to wear something comfy, like sweatpants or yoga clothes, whatever you'd wear to just chill out at home. You'll be lying on a treatment table, kind of like a massage table, and they'll usually cover you with a nice, cozy blanket. The whole vibe is about comfort. All right, next practical question. How do I prepare? Do you need to do anything special before you show up, like meditate for an hour, fast for a day? What's the deal? Honestly, the prep is super, super simple. Number 1, wear those comfortable clothes we just talked about. Number 2, and this is the big one, just come as you are. Seriously, there are no special mental gymnastics you need to do. It's probably a good idea to get there a few minutes early so you're not rushing. And if you have any last-minute questions, bring them. Okay, so we've got the practical stuff sorted. Now for the really interesting part, the experience itself. What's actually going on in your mind and your body during a session? Ah, yes, the question for all the skeptics out there. And hey, that's totally okay. Do I have to believe in this for it to work? Is this one of those things where if you're not a true believer, nothing's going to happen? This is a really important point. Your belief is absolutely not required. You can walk in there a total skeptic, and that is fine. But what is helpful is just having an open mind. You don't have to believe, but just being curious and willing to see what happens can really help you relax and just be in the moment. Okay, another common question that people have is this religious? Is this tied to some kind of belief system that might clash with my own? The reality is way simpler. Reiki is a Japanese relaxation technique. That's it. It's not a religion, it's not affiliated with any religion, and it won't conflict with whatever you believe. People from all faiths and people with no faith at all use Reiki. It's totally universal. Okay, let's get down to it. What am I actually going to feel? The practitioner is going to have their hands either lightly on you or just hovering above you. So what's that feel like? Well, everyone's experience is a little different. The most common thing people report is just this feeling of deep relaxation, like really, really deep. Some people feel a nice warmth or a little bit of tingling, but, and this is super important, it's also completely normal to feel nothing at all, and that is okay. The goal isn't some crazy physical sensation. It's really just about getting your body into a state of deep rest. All right, the session's over, you're getting off the table. What now? So in this next part, we're going to talk about what happens afterward, the benefits you might feel, and what the actual evidence says about it all. So you get up from the table. How are you going to feel right after? Are you going to be totally zoned out or bouncing off the walls with energy? Is it even safe to drive? Most people just feel really calm and relaxed, but it's funny, some people feel kind of sleepy while others feel totally energized. It really just depends on the person. A good tip is to drink a glass of water when you're done. And yes, you are absolutely safe to drive yourself home. So why do people even do Reiki? What does it help with? Well, mostly people use it to deal with the big ones, stress and anxiety. It's also really popular for helping with sleep problems, for complementing other kinds of pain management, or honestly, just for getting a moment of pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Okay, another big question.
Is there any actual scientific evidence for any of this, or is it all just personal stories? The short answer is yes, there is. Research is definitely growing, and while we always need more, there's a good amount of data pointing to real benefits. So, what does the research show? Well, studies have actually measured things like lower heart rates and blood pressure, physical signs of stress reduction. And you might be surprised to hear it's being used more and more in hospitals. It's helping patients with pain management, improving their quality of life, and even reducing anxiety before surgery.
So, we've covered what it is, how it works, and why people do it. That brings us to our last section. Is Reiki right for you? Let's put it all together and figure out if this is something you might want to try. One of the best things about this is that there's no pressure. You are 100% in the driver's seat. You decide how many sessions you need. Some people go once and feel like, yep, that's what I needed. Other people make it a regular thing. It's totally up to you, your budget, and what feels right.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. If you strip away all the mystery and the jargon, a Reiki session is basically just a chance for you to experience truly uninterrupted, deep rest. So the real question isn't about belief or energy. It's much simpler. In our crazy, busy lives, what could 30 minutes of real, profound rest actually do for you?